Hey, here we go. Make sure we're in tune. All right, so this week, try and do your G major 7, and G dominant 7. Realize when you do it in first position, you got to move your finger to flat and then move it back. If you start playing your G major in second position, all you have to do is lay down your finger flat and then add a finger. Much simpler to go between there, kind of moving those passing accent note tones. Half step, half step, half step, half step, forward and backwards. Try it in G, try it in C. Try it with the third fingering as well. That becomes easy because when you move it up, those become your 7th chords for the next time. So on and so forth. Today's chord was the F major, which is our first finger on the E string top. Leave the A string open. We're going to be playing the D string at the 3rd fret for the B note, and then we're going to... That's incorrect. The F note. And then we're going to be moving our, after skipping a fret, going to the 5th fret, to play the C note on the bottom G string. There's a F major. We also have our first finger on the 3rd finger. Keep the A open, and then put our 3rd finger over on the top note here. Hello. And we're going to be taking our 3rd finger and drumming it all the way down to the 5th fret on the low C string, thusly giving you the same chord as that F major here. However, now it is an inversion. I know it is the same chord with the C note on the bottom. However, the tones that you hear, they change between having the low note and the high note there. So our chord of the day is going to be taking both of these chord structures and adding the sus, the sus 4 to be exact. Whenever I say sus, that means the note unto which I am adding to make that will be the 4th. So in the key of G, G, A, B, C, when I play a G major and add the C note, it feels like it's hovering above our heads, and then when we remove it, it feels like it resolves itself. That's what it's doing. The 2 resolves to the 1 or the 3, and then the 4 resolves to the 3 or the 5. When we use this in the key of F, count it with me, F, G, A, and then B flat, because F has 1 flat, B flat. F major, G minor, A minor, B flat, A major. So when we use that note, we're going to be playing the same F chord and then putting down our finger to lay across the 1st fret on both of those first notes, thusly giving us, wait for it, that sus and release that we've been so craving. Try and find that for all of our different inversions on the F note. So F here, F here, F here, and F all the way up now. Try and find your susses, and then try and move across and find out where your sus2s are if you so choose. Other than that, use it in the example we did today. What we had was another really new chord. However, it's a great one to know. You know your C7, C major 7 by moving the C note down. And when I move my C from the C to a B flat, yeah, I get a C7. Now you can add that 3rd finger up here for the high G. And as we said, low G, high G. I enjoy hearing the high G, but you do not need it to get the desired effect. C7, E diminished, same chord on the mando. 4 strings, 3 notes for a triad, meaning your triad or your chord's going to have one of your same notes repeated. It just so happens when you've got a low G open that you play your D string at the 2nd fret for an E, that you play the B flat on the A string, and then you get the high E string. That is going to be E repeated right there. So when you manipulate and get that high G, it's only throwing the low G. Only unto which you add something like this, that would be a F69, because it has, I'm sorry, not an F69. It's a E diminished, but it has a sus. So that's an E diminished sus. Why? It has a 4th note. It's not a repetition of one of the other notes we're playing. So, 1st finger, 1st fret on the A string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret on the D string, and then wrap that 3rd finger, depending, or 4th finger, pinky, up top there on the high G whenever you want. That is an E diminished. So, let's use that in correlation. E diminished, A minor, and F major. Go slow, have fun, be solid. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. Notice how I'm playing all this in 2/4 and I'm counting 2/4. You could also count 4, but you would have to divide for yourself. So you could be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. So what I generally do is like 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't make sense now, but when you're going faster and you're doing like 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Helps subdivide so you're not going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like you would normally count out a quarter or an eighth note or a 16th note. Okay? So with that, try the E diminished, try it to the A minor, and then try it to the F major. When we go into the chorus, try playing a beautiful G minor. Yeah. And then we went to a C major. And then we went to an F sus. So the F sus is going to have both of our fingers over the A and the E string. Skip the 2nd fret. 3rd fret's going to play that 3rd fret on the D. And then skip the 4th and play the 5th on that C note. And then release. Have fun with that this week. See what the fingers can do. I know that when I'm a little stressed out, what I do is I just throw on something like a bluegrass backing track, which is quite literally G, D, C. And the backing track just keeps going. It'll have a boom, chaka, boom, chuck. Has a beat for you, so you could go. You don't have to play 16s with that. What we do is we just play with that backing track and try and zone out on reality. 5, 10, 15 minutes exercising the brain with music and what we're doing is a lot better than stressing over the same old stuff we have to stress off. What I've come to realize, and I think that you know as well, everything passes, everything too shall pass, and everything will be overcome in one way or another, either by negligence or by trying to solve it. The in-between part is the perspective of the energy that you strive to try and control. Sometimes things are out of our control. The things we can control are like playing the Mando or our speed limit, stuff like that. So if I could be of any assistance or help, just give me a buzz. Other than that, enjoy the weeks. I will see you when you return on January for lessons, and I'll probably see you over the boys' house tomorrow and additional Sundays if we're doing it together. Aloha!